really seems like carpool karaoke.
Don't make me sing, please. Take you to a special place.
Wow, I can pick one for Portugal, right? Welcome to London. This is NIO's new series that will bring to you exclusive insights about our brand. My name is Afonso, I'm originally from Portugal and I joined NIO last year as an evangelist, so come with me. From one episode to another, we will swap the topic and swap the guest. Welcome to the Saatchi Gallery, where the NIO brand and our sports car NIO EP9 were launched back in November 21st, 2016. London and England have been always playing a very important role to NIO as we establish our vehicle engineering center since the day one in Oxford. So today we are talking with Danilo Teobaldi, Principal Chief Engineer of Vehicle Engineering at NIO. Danilo was one of the very first NIO employees. Hey Naomi, could you tell us a bit more about Danilo?
Of course! Danilo studied mechanical engineering at Turin Polytechnic in Italy, and he has been in the automotive industry for more than 25 years. He's responsible, from cradle to grave, for vehicle technologies from advanced engineering to serial development and releases in the final NIO products.
Now we are in Oxford, at NIO's Performance Innovation Center. Hi Arthur.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, so this is a vehicle running on the gravel road.
Yeah?
Where we try to simulate the risk against gravel damaging the vehicle and the exterior and underbody of the vehicle.
Then on this side?
Yeah, it's the same vehicle, but we're looking at the actual risk against damage and material deposition around the vehicle.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you. And here we have the comparison between the simulation and the physical test on a NIO ET7. On the vehicle integration, we have some of the components of the NIO ET7 guaranteeing that there are no issues between them. Well, that was interesting. Now let's go for a ride in a NIO ES8 with Danilo Teobaldi. Danilo, how are you?
How are you, man?
Good. Very good. Very nice car.
Yeah, it's a special one actually. It was one of the first that we produced in Shanghai. Then we moved it to UK so that it became a tool for the final refinements, and also we studied all the new technologies that are now in NT2. You want to go for a ride?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of
let's
course.
go.
Let's go.
Take you to a special place.
So this really seems like carpool karaoke with James Gordon, but I think neither of us are good singers.
No, don't make me sing, please.
So we are here in England.
NIO is born global, you know. Yes, the idea of William to be a global company, global startup at the time. From day one, we had offices in China, but immediately also opening the location here in UK.
You were the employee number...
I'm number 44 in,
44?
In the ranking.
Wow.
And,
I might be the employee number 35,000, so it's not... It's not an interesting number to have on my living room in Munich. So yeah, after so many years in Shanghai, so you moved there 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
What are the main differences? What are you feeling the most from Italy, from Torino?
It's a big jump, right? Because the area of Turin where I live or used to live is much more like this, if you want, like much more with opportunity to spend your weekend or your time in the countryside around. When you're in Shanghai, you're always in this gigantic city of 30 million people. Of course, you're constantly surrounded by somebody. You're never alone, right? But at the same time, of course, you don't know any of them. So it's quite a weird feeling, to be honest, at the beginning. Then, of course, you get used. This is the place I wanted to show you.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? It's quite impressive.
I can pick one for Portugal, right?
Or maybe you can take one and drive to the new house, right?
Okay, that is nice. Let's talk more in detail now about that.
Yeah, sure.
So this is quite a magical place that you brought me in England,
Yeah, indeed.
where we have the EP9's storage.
Yeah, EP9 is our Halo product. It's an electric car, so it's a very emotional driving with the torque and so on. So it's fun.
So you started Ital Design in Torino, your
Yeah,
hometown,
Yeah.
working for many car makers around the world before joining NIO in June 2015.
2015, yeah. I can start from the beginning. I was in the very first workshop in London, and that was a workshop when we really set the foundation of the company, our values, our mission, our vision. NIO always wanted to be considered as a high performance product.
How did the EP9 helped creating the language from NIO?
It's an inspiration for the production car to become more and more dynamic and joyful to drive.
Between EP9 and ES8, which is a totally different car, what was maintained?
On top of all the high performances, you need also to take care of the comfort, and of course, even more important become also the cabin experience. And therefore we paid a lot of attention also to the noise levels in the car, and then on the positive side, the audio experience, integrating the audio experience with the Panocinema experience with the VR glasses and so on. But then with the materials that we are using, it becomes extremely premium. Maybe we wanted to redefine premium compared to the cars of 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
And between the first platform and the second platform, which are the cars that are now entering Europe, like ET7 already entered, EL7 is now entering, and ET5 is coming next, what are the main differences?
In the second cycle, and we call it NT2, we just redesign everything from ground up, basically. So we're talking about new suspension, new powertrains. Of course, then the body followed the design, obviously, but new interiors. There is a lot more technological content, a lot more computation power than before with the Adams.
The
supercomputing, exactly. And this is, of course, bringing the car to a next level.
What role did the Oxford team and also the team in Shanghai played on this platform?
When a new product is in the pipeline, the starting point is normally in Oxford. So Oxford is focusing more on the advanced technologies. With the evolution of the development, the maturity of the development, then is transferred to Shanghai and FA, the two technical centers that we have. In the validation phase, we bring back cars into Europe again, because of course, especially for those that are targeting the European users. So we need to have cars and expertise in Europe, and this is where the Oxford team is coming into play again.
It's a very interesting story because the company has been playing a global role since the day one, from the very beginning.
It was the very beginning. It was the same year, basically. It was about 2015, late 2015.
And then in California?
Then in South as well, and of course Munich. And so yeah, it was really this vision from day one.
So thank you, Danilo,
My
for
pleasure.
your time and for showing me this great place with all these EP9s that everyone will be able to see in person across all the European NIO houses very soon. Thanks for joining us and stay tuned for the next one.